Hello coders, welcome back to Prime Coding channel again, and in today's video I will be telling you the biggest problem which you will face in the programming questions is compiler issue. Yes, most of the people, I would say 40 to 50% people will face compiler issue in TCS NQT 2025 off campus examinations, because if I go live, if I post a video everywhere, I got a message in the comment is, please sir, let us know how to overcome from compiler issue. Okay, so in this video I will be letting you know multiple situations and how you need to overcome from it, because from very soon I will be posting problem solving questions as well, which is previous year question. But before going to it, you should be well versed with taking the input, because it is of no use if you are not able to take the input. Then how much logic you won't be able to apply. Most of the people in 2024 batch or 25 batch in the priority hiring TCS NQT phase, they were able to solve the question, they cracked the logic, but they're not able to take input. So I don't want my viewers, my prime coding family members face this particular issue. So let's begin this video. I am Alta Mishra, and if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing it, because it will motivate me in multiple manner. Okay, so many students get failed due to this very silly problem. Okay, so let's discuss it. Now, the very first situation that you may find is size is given, which is the best case. Okay, size is given, as well as, okay, white color itself I chose. So size is given and array values are given. Okay, now TCS has all liberty that they can give you in any format. It could be that they will say n is 4 and n is equivalent to 4 is also given to you in the worst situations. But from now onwards, this is just an imaginary one. Don't take it that in this way they will give you input. No, not in this way. Just imagine 4 and the next line 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will be given to you. Okay, stay till then, because I will let you know multiple code snippets with the homework problems also, so that you won't be facing this issue that abuse or in the examination. Okay, so this is the best case where 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is given in the respective data type, and 4 is the size being given. But what if whatever size is not there? Because in C++ and in Java you need size, otherwise you won't be able to take. But in Python it is very easy. If size is not there, then also I will take. If size is not there, then also I will take. But here, this is the best case which I discussed. Now, no size and array input. That is another case, which is 5, 4, 6, 2, 1 is given. No size is given. Just a line with all the numbers. It is given to you with spaces. Now, this is the another situation. Third situation is nothing is known. It may be this one. It may be this one. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. It may be they also have parentheses. It may be they have flower bracket in the input, and they will not let you know in which format they are giving. How you will let you know that whether which condition you need to apply depending upon the error. How you need to find the error? It just beside of the submission button or run test button, you will find info button, or any button would be there. You just need to click, you will get an error message. Okay, error message. What is the error message? Or okay, if you applied this particular, which is a simple layman approach, will all the coders will apply. If applying this get you a error, which means you are missing out in the input structure that you need to take care. Okay, so please, or there is a best thing, if you are keep on getting the errors and not able to figure it out what is actually happened, then try catch is known for it. Okay, in the output compiler itself you will get which particular error you are facing. But I will let you know how to tackle all the situations in multiple languages. You need to stay till the end. Okay, and exception is strings, int, anything. They will specify in the question that they are providing the integer inputs. But when you will take the integer input, it will be giving you the string inputs. So this is the major tragic part. Okay, first of all, go with the question. It may be this time they have improved their compiler. So first of all, give a try with the question statements. If you're not able to take input, then slowly apply the situational approach, which I will let you know just now. Okay, so now let's begin our video from the very thing, which is a best case, which is 4 is given, 1, 2, 3, 4 is given. Okay, so we'll discuss the C++ first, and eventually Java and Python. Okay, so input with size. This is the function which I created. Now you may ask, Aditya, where I can get these functions, where I can get this code which you wrote? We'll let you know that. Okay, so int n C in n, which will take you the size of this particular input, which question states that you need to take n input. Then vector array, because you need to store into array, then only will provide some logic into it or apply it, isn't it? So this is the very casual way to take input that you can take and fill the array respectively, and you can print accordingly. Okay, so yes, this is the best case thing. If your compiler is working on the point, whatever they're mentioning, they're giving into that, you can use this particular format and you will be receiving the array values and you can perform your logic. Okay, another situation is this one, when they will give you input in a single line where nothing is given, not even a single point of array size also. What you will do, this is another situation, which is this one, a void input as string. You will take this input into a string, whatever I have, please give me into the string, which I will do is get line. What get line do? Get line do is whatever content I will have in this particular line, take it as input and provide a variable name as line, which means line will have all the data in that particular line which we took. Okay, so yes, vector int array, because we need to have. Now string stream you can use. Okay, you can use any library. Okay, so please make sure that you will include bits std ioh, isn't it, std c++.h, then only you will be able to use multiple kind of things. So string stream you can use. I will let you know more optimal approaches too, but yes, this is the another approach which students use and they were able to do it. I will show you that code as well, which works in TCS NQT compiler. Yes, I am here with all of the things which you required. I just need your support. Subscribe and like this video so that we'll both go together, grow together, and we'll reach to a destination, isn't it? So string stream line will uh, set your line stream so that we can parse into it. Okay. So now int num ss is equals to num, which is all this stuff. Now make sure in our line we have everything is string, but we are passing on the num. So if we have num in the string, it will be appended into my array as this particular line states. And yes, array from string using string stream, you can print it accordingly. I will give you this code snippets. You just need to make your hand dirty on this particular topics. Whatever feels good, you can apply. But I will let you know the best approaches as well. Okay, so input without size already created another function which typically works same as before, but this is the best case where we know that the compiler is providing into integer num, because let's say question states that you will be providing an array need to perform summation of all the elements present in the array, and the array will be given like this. You don't know whether it is in string format, whether it is in integer format, and what would be happening. Not a problem. Just do this a particular approach and get those value. Say that if you get an input error, that you need to apply the another situation which will let you know. Okay, or you can apply this one as well, because there are chances that it is not in the integer format, it is in the string format, so you need to parse it. You can apply this approach, will help you out into it, but yes, wait for the another situations condition. So array pushback num, done. It will push back all the number which is coming till the end of that particular line, EOF. Okay, because this is the most famous, or I would say more famous error which most of the people got in their compiler whenever they try to run EOF error, EOF error, EOF error. So you need to make sure that it should not come into your compiler. If it is coming, which means you have an input array problem or input error problem, so you need to rectify it. Okay, so in the best case you can apply this particular function which will take num, put into the array, and you can print it accordingly, or whatever you want to perform you can do. Now let's talk the another best thing, which is most used input format. Most used input format will now speak about it. Okay, so let me make it big. Great. So string line, whatever I have, I will take it into the string format. I'm not taking care of, because I know I tried this particular way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I have mentioned, I mentioned the commas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the respective format as question state that they will providing integer, but I am getting EOF error. I am getting input error, which means there are chances that this is in the string format. So I applied it the string stream a particular thing. Still I am getting EOF error, and if you want to apply string stream, you can. Otherwise, you can use this particular approach, which is most used input format. Okay, which help you in your worst case. Worst case. Okay, so yes, vector int array string num str : you are creating a num. Now, because why you are creating a num? Let's say this is the input which is given to you in this particular format. It may be they have a flower bracket as well. It may be you have multiple kind of things. But you need to look over the stuff which I will let you know. So what you will do is, let me consider this particular input array, okay, where we have square brackets and the commas with me. You don't know. Compiler is providing into this particular format and you think that it will be in the space separated manner, but it is not. Okay, so you need to look into. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes, you just need to iterate. Your CH will iterate on all the character which is present. And if it is each digit, you just need to add it into your num. Okay, whatever CH you have. Why? Why you want to add? I will let you know with the worst case situation. Just need to stay calm and stay till the end. So if anytime I found that my num star is not empty. It's not empty, which means it is not digit. Now I encountered a comma. If I encountered a comma or if I saw a comma, I just need to append whatever I have, whatever CH has built into my input array so that I can put my logic and solve this particular question. Okay, so this is the particular thing. And after that, please make sure that you will make it empty again. Okay, why I told you is this, because of this reason. One, then we have 2, 3, 6, then we have 4, 5. So let's say if you have this array, or if you don't do this, what will happen is 236 is also considered as single digit, which we don't want to. Actually, it is 236. But if you don't apply this particular else if condition, then you will not get 236. You will get 2 as a digit, 3 as a digit, 6 as a digit. Okay. If you don't believe my words, go and try run it. You will get the particular thing. So what will happen here is CH value come to 1. It will see it is digit. So in my num.str will add 1 into it. So my 1 will add it here. Then we have comma. Whatever is been stored in my num string, I will append into my array straight away. So yes, I've appended. Now it's your task is to convert into integer. Just typecast it and you are done. Okay. And after just adding into it, just make sure you have reinitialize your num.str to empty, which I did. Okay. So now my character will come to here. Then only I did this. Now my character come to 2. So I added 2. Now again, I saw the digit. So I added, my CH has 3. I did 3. I again saw the digit. Why I added 6. Now I again saw a non-digit. If I saw the non-digit, just apply what it says. If it is a non-digit string to integer, I converted this string to integer. Then I need to append it. So I appended into it. Then please make it empty so that will accommodate new numbers or new digits. Okay. So now my this thing will again comes to back because I encountered a comma. Now my CH will come here. It will become 4. It will has 4. Added 4. Then we have 5. We have added 5. And again we encountered this square, close square bracket. It is not a digit. Then whatever I had, I just need to put it into my array. But don't forget to change its type to string into integer. I did 45. And now after this 45, just make it empty again. Now, why I did this? Because it may be you don't have anything in the last. Then what will happen? In the worst case, you should check whatever num I have, because let's say if you don't have any this symbol or this symbol which is non-digit, you won't be able to process whatever has been created till num str. So your num str with, or if you don't process it, your array will look like only this 1 and 236, but you need to have 45. So again I will check if my num str is not empty, which means I have something with my num str which I need to append into my array, and I will do it in the end as well, so that I won't leave any base cases or any of the edge cases in my program, and I will be getting prime opportunity right away, because 2 questions were very easy. The biggest problem is this input compiler issues, which I have make the things easy to understand. So your task is to comment down, yes, I got this approach, and you need to practice it accordingly. Okay. So now, what is this? What is this, Aditya? This is a TCS NQT 2025, 3rd of October, shift 1 or 2, something like that. It is a question of it. Now, what it says, see, this is an accepted code. This is an accepted code on the compiler itself, where a candidate did is strs get line c in s, then just calling up the function. Now, you people will ask, sir, calling a function is required. Can I write in a single go? You can write in a single go. But when you have a multiple kind of issue such as input error and the programming error, you should have the chunks different, so that yes, my this chunk is correct. I don't need to look over into it. I have some input problems. I just need to look into my main function. If I have some programmatic errors, I just need to look over my function which I built. Okay, that's why we need to have a good habit of writing the function. So yes, he took into a single line whatever it has, will took into a single line. Okay, and we'll just call the function which I created, which is this one. Okay, don't worry about the implementation for now. Just look into the input. I will cover this question again. I will cover this question again on my YouTube channel so that you can prepare this question for your upcoming interviews. Just let's see how this has been passed and created an array. Okay, so int array has been initialized. If that particular character which is present into my string is digit, just add into my array. Now you will say, Aditya, a long story you told. We need to take care of this, that. Yes, here in the question itself, they told that the number would be which is array of I would be less than equivalent to 10 or less than equivalent to 9, from 0 to 9. They said that. That's why this approach will work 100%. Otherwise, let's say if your array has 2, 3, 5, it will consider 2, 3, 5 as a different digit which you don't want. Okay, so yes, you need to look over the constraints as well. So yes, this is the particular format of solving the question. I hope you got it. Now the people of C++, please attempt this homework. What is this homework? Homework says 4, 1, 3, 4, 5, which means 4 is the size of array which will be given into a single string itself. This is a 2024 type of input error questions. Okay, 4 is the size of the array and 1, 3, 4, 5 is the element of the array which you need to pass. So yes, please let me know in the comment section how you can do it so that all of your peers and juniors or upcoming juniors will watch this video and get to know how to do this. As well as 2 is the size and 2 comma, as you can see there is comma symbol as well, 2 comma 1 6. 2 is n and 1 6 is the element of the array. I hope you got it. 2 4 2 5 4 3 6 5, which is 5 is the n and these are the element of my array. So this is the practice question which will make your hands dirty on this particular topic so that you won't be doing this error again or performing this or getting this error in your compiler again. You will be able to solve it for sure. Just you need to be very patient. You need to have your mind cool. Then only you will be able to solve this question. Okay, I got EOF. Okay, calm. I have few approaches which I need to apply, and if any of the approaches work, my question will be solved because question will be very easy. The hard part is to take input. Okay, I hope you got cleared. And yes, the C++, Python and Java people, have patience. All the content is ready. Just stay tuned to this channel. I will upload videos soon. Please subscribe, like and share with your friends so your friend can also get to know about these kind of errors and not perform the same errors in the interview itself. So let me talk about the Python code for now. Okay, so Python code is def input with size. Okay, let's say this is the best case which I'm talking about because n is given, we can take the input. On the second line, array will be given, we can take the input. Now people must ask, yeah, list map won't work. It gonna work. Okay, it will definitely work. You just need to be very straightforward. If you got some EOF error something, then only think about that. Your input is not able, like compiler is not able to give the input or your code is not able to take the input if EOF error is there. But in Python, what actually happening most of the time is this important, which is indentation error most of the time. Why? Because many of us have habit of pressing tab for indentation. Let's say if you are writing the code in Notepad, we'll definitely use tab to have indentation. But in TCS NQT compiler, tab spaces were not registered. Okay, so how many times you click tab, your spaces count would be 0 itself. So what you need to do, instead of tab, you need to use spaces. Okay, 4 times spaces for indentation or 2 times spaces for indentation is upon you. Okay, but in tab generally 4 spaces are there. So you can use 4 spaces button, like space button 1 2 3 4, and you are done to maintain the indices. Please, I will repeat yourself, don't click tab because tab is not registered in the TCS NQT compiler. Although it may be, it is totally of 2025 October batch experience as well as 2024 and later batches. Okay, so this issue was there, but yes, if they improve their compiler, then it is a good point. But still, if we are not able to maintain the indentation, use spaces right away. So let me discuss the second approach where no n is given, but the beauty of Python is you don't require actually. Okay, so list of map str, you can just take the input in str. Why I am focusing on str for now? You can either use str or you can either use integer. Okay, not a problem. But in compiler, in TCS compiler, what actually happen is, in the question they mentioned that they will be providing you an integer format, but in real life they are giving you input in string format. That is also one of the situations. But try to take input simply what question says. If you are not able to take input, then change the data types. Okay, so don't go straight away write string and something. Okay, have patience. Go step by step. If you got this error, then you will implement this. If you got this error, you will implement this. Okay, so this is the point that you need to focus on, or two of the cases is discussed. Now, most used input format, which is this one, which most of the time people use in TCS NQT. Okay, most of the time the constraint by the question is also from 0 to less than equivalent to n less than equivalent to 10, where not n, it should be a of I. Okay, where an array of element would be less than equivalent to 9. So 10 elements would be there of single digits. So if it is single digit, you just need to take a simple string, then iterate on it. If that digit is digit, like any function you can use in is digit or something, if it is a digit, then you can straight away put it into the array, converting into integer first. Okay, let me tell you what this approach says. Before going to this approach, the example inputs can be square bracket, flower bracket, depending upon their compiler. Think 1, 2, 3, 4 straight away give it to you as input, or it can be 1, 2, 3, 4 will be given to you as input. Now, if you get this, you need to traverse. So same thing. Okay, num string has created, array has been created. Why? I will let you know. So num str plus ch, you don't need to add if the constraint said that it is the number would be from 0 to 9. Okay, so 0 to 9, but remember you took the inputted string format, and definitely you need to convert into integer, then only append into array so that you can perform your operations. Okay, so yeah, I hope this time is very clear. So yeah, num plus strch, why I'm doing is because here I can see there is only one digit each part, isn't it? So what if there is 2, 3, 2, then we have 3, 4, 5, then we have 6 by 6. So if you don't apply the elif case, then definitely every digit would be considered, every number digit would be considered as digit. Okay, so in your array will look like this, which is not a right way. Okay, so we don't need to do this. So please try to use elif condition if your consent said that number would be of 2 digit or 3 digit as well. Okay, so elif condition, what it will do is, if anytime I found that it is not a digit, then definitely I encounter either comma or the flower bracket. So please append whatever I have created in my num string by appending into the string. Just typecast it before appending it, so that integer value will go into my array and I will perform the logics. Okay, and then please make sure that num string would be set as empty as it is. Okay, so if num start, why? Because it may be in this case, as you can see, after 4 we don't have any stopper. It may be comma, it may be codes, nothing is there. So our num string would have something in the last of my iterations, so we need to check whether it has something. If it, then definitely convert it into integer and append into the array. Okay, and simply print the array as it is. So this is the most used format that you can use in the worst case situations, or let's say if they are providing the input in this particular format. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. Now let's discuss about TCS NQT 2025 3rd October shift question. This is a working code. Okay, this code worked in TCS NQT compiler. Yes, I found out multiple candidates who wrote C++, Python, Java code. C++ code already taken care of my video, which is pinned in the I button or in the description. You can just watch. Otherwise, Java and Python code we'll discuss now. Okay, so array equivalent to int of C. For C in S, if C is digit. Okay, so if C is digit, I am just appending everything into my array because I took input in string format. It is not required to strip. Okay, it is not required to strip. Just take input in a single line, then pass that input into check equal average. Now here I am iterating on everything. Okay, whatever, if it is digit, just putting into inside and finding a total sum of it. Okay, now this we considered as the input is in this particular format, took a direct input. Okay, but yes, if the constraint say that the digit would be this one, this one, this one, then definitely you need to use the most used string format, which would be very easy. Instead of array like this, you just need to call the function which we saw just now and you are done. Okay, so yes, think like that. Because just put that or use that approach which is corresponding to that situation. I want to say that only. Okay. So total sum would be sum of array and curse sum is 0. So simply forget about this logic because I will be covering this all questions very soon. But before that, you should know how to take inputs properly. Okay. So yeah, this is the particular way to take the input. But here I will repeat, the input is assumed as space separated value. Okay, so if that is in digit, we are just appending it, and other assumption is all digit is of one length, all number is of one length. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, not beyond that. Okay, so I hope I am clear with this particular code which is working in TCS in 2025, TCS NQT 2025 October shift. The homework for all Python candidate is think like this, where the circle, yellow circle is the length of the array. Okay, this is another pattern which we found in 2024 TCS NQT, that length of the array is also given in a single line, like 4, which means 4 is the length of array. Now you need to separate it. So 1, 3, 4, 5 would be the array element. Similarly, 2, which means 2 is the end, comma, after that all would be the array element. So you need to parse it. So same here, 2, 5, 4, 3, 6. So you have everything with comma separated value, and one is space separated value, which is 5. Okay. So if you got 5, which means it's an array element and it will be stated in the question itself. Okay, or you will to recognize by yourself. But yeah, this is a very bad condition because it's repeated one and twice. If you see the 2024 all shift solution, you will find this kind of situations as well. Okay, or I also created the input video in 2024 as well, which was got hit by multiple people. So yes, you can also watch that. Otherwise, this will help you out for sure. Now let's talk about the Java implementation, okay, which is important. So Java static void input size, although we already saw the situation. So this is the very best situation where you have size given like 4 and you have element given respectively. Okay, so everything is given in a line and just you need to apply the logic and you're done. This is the best case. But if it came into your test, it is good. But if it is not, then you have some pretty more techniques to apply while you are taking the input. Okay, so this is the best case that you can use it. Now, public static void input as string. So this is the another case where you are taking input in the string format. Make sure that. Okay, so you are taking the input in string format. So token is equals to 9.split. Now, if that thing has some expressions, it would be split accordingly. And just need to create array or new array list so that whatever I have, it will be converted into a list of string. Then you created an array, initialize an array list. Okay. Then I creating on that each character, or you can say here we are naming it as token in tokens. Okay. Just try catch block. It will also help you to find what actually happening. But let's say if you're not that good, you can just remove it. Not a problem. Okay. Not a problem. You can just use array.add. Just make sure that you will be passing it into integer, then only append into the array. Otherwise, in your array also, you will only have string values and it will create some other set of errors because you initialize as integer and you are giving the input in string format. So you need to be very attentive when you are taking the input. Okay. So system.out.println printing the array elements. Okay. The main agenda of this particular function is take the input in string format, create something, or I would say it is the array input would look like this, space separated value, easy something. Okay, so you can give values. Make sure that you will write this code by your hands and make your hand dirty. Okay, put the test cases, apply, and you are done. So this is a Java condition which I discussed. If the array is just given in a single line, okay, just take it as it is. Now let's talk about the another case, which is input without size. So array input which is given, the best case we again assumed that the space separated value we got and those value are in the integer data type. Okay, that's why just creating a list straight away. Then unless I am getting the values, I will be parsing or starting my while loop and append everything into my list as it is. Okay, when EOF or end of the line reached, it will just terminate. And yes, it will be coming up here to print all the elements. Okay, so this is just a thing which so that you can visualize it, so that you can see whether the array got all the elements or not. Okay, but this kind of thing sometime in your compiler, like if you use on VS Code or local compilers, it may take unlimited values. Okay, so I will highly recommend you to use lead code, a playground where the preset inputs are there. Just you need to run the code and see it will definitely work because I tested by myself. Or if it is possible, I will be providing you the link in the description as well. Okay, so yeah, array.add sc.next int is there, so it will work in this particular best case. Okay, so now another case we have is this, which is most used input format. Yeah, so this approach is also used by multiple candidate in the examination, but this approach is being little advanced. Okay, in the examination you just need to specify to the constraints. Yes, what constraints set regarding the element of array. Let's say instead of n, I just write it as array element. Okay, if the array element is greater than 1 and it is less than 9, which means you have 8 digits and all digits would be a single. So you can be very easy, you just need to iterate on each thing, and if it is digit, just append it into your list and you are done. But what happen if your it says 10 to the power 4, then which means you have 4 digit or 5 digit number as well, is it? So you need to use this elif condition, which will help you. If your num string is greater than 0, then definitely you will be adding into your array by converting the string into integer. So then you are done. So numString.length, set it to again 0, so that will accumulate more number of characters, then again convert into integer and append into the array as simple question state. It is required. Okay, because in the exam it can be your input will look like this or your input will look like this. So if your input look like this program will work. If you don't write if condition as well, it will work. But if your program is if compiler is getting input in this particular format, so you need to use this if condition, so that after like this, at this particular stage we have 4 6 5, like say. Okay, so here what happen is we will reach to this particular end, my num string will become 4 5 6 and we don't have any stoppers. Okay, either the question mark or either the close bracket, so nothing will happen. My num string will have the last character, but we have not added into, so we need to make sure that we check in the end. Okay, we check that whether my num string is greater than 0, which means it has something which should be go inside the array. So yes, again convert it into integer, then convert it into string, putting back into the integer so that we can process or apply our logic respectively. Okay, so this is the most use technique. Okay, if the constraint is this, then you can apply the if condition. If the constraint is not this, so you no need to write the elif condition as well. Why I am telling you how I am get this insights, you just need to make sure that you are working with your compilers as well. Write the code properly. Let's say assume that it will only have 1 digit, it will not exceed to the 2 digit numbers. Okay, so what will be the code? And let's say there are 2 digits, so what would be the code? So you will get understanding of it. But what is my recommendation to all of you is, first use or try easy approach. Take the input. If you are getting some EOF error or input errors, then think, okay, now I need to take the input in string format. So I will straight away take the input in string format and do the task. Or if you think if you are pretty good, then directly take the input in string and parse it. Then there are high chances that on the very first run button, it will run the code. Okay. Otherwise, have patience. Don't lose your patience. Okay. Please attempt slowly. Slowly try to parse your array. Then put into the slowly iterate on the string. Put elements into the array. Create your array. Build your array. Apply the logic on that array. And see the magic. You are totally done. Okay. So this is the thing. So if you see, this is the exact runnable code which ran on TCS NQT 2025. 3rd October shift. Okay, so this is the exact run code. This was the second questions. Okay, second question I would say. So this was the code which candidate used to apply on the compiler and it ran appropriately. Okay, although you should not use this kind of inbuilt function to find the sum of the array, just write a function which will get you a array sum. Okay, so yeah. Otherwise, all the codes are very, very simple and easy to understand. As you can see, we have a scanner class. We took an next line as an input. Then we close the scanner class, then passing into check equal average. Here, what is the assumption is my array element would be less than 9, which means you have 10 digits only. It will not go in 2 digits. It will only remain in 1 digit itself. And it has been passed, creating the array, applying the logic, and getting the result as return true and false, and we are done. Isn't it interesting? So yes, I just want to tell you is homework, please try this homework, otherwise you won't be able to code it there, because it could be many situations. This situations was taken in 2024 and 2025 on campus attempt, so I took care of. So it may be new problems will come, so you need to be very patient, need to analyze what is actually happening, then try to write your code, because quotient would be very easy. Quotient would be very easy. You just need to make sure that you will be able to take input and you are able to apply your logic on that array. Okay, so this is the yellow box, say that it's in a size of the array, which means 4 is the size of the array and these are the array elements. 2 is the size of the array, there is a comma also, and 1, 6 are the array elements. 2, 5, 4, 3, 6 are the array elements and 5 is the size of the array. So this is the format you may get in your NQT exam as well. But if that's the case, they will let you know that the first element or the last element of the array states the size of the element that you need to do. So yes, please do it and comment understood if you got the thing properly. Please code down the homework which I given so that your peers will get to know the solution of it, because it might be few people won't be able to do. And about the GitHub solution, either I will put on the GitHub or either I will share you the link where you can claim it very easily for free. Okay, so if you're watching till now, please consider subscribing it, like this video, and I will bring more QIQs because input is done. Now we'll give some more questions, we'll do some more questions according to the input, so that you will be able to solve more programming questions in your online examination, in your TCS NQT examination. Okay, so we'll meet you with a new video soon. Until then, take care, share this video with your friends.